All right.
And this thing is booting up. Let's see what's happening. Okay. Yeah, I'm live. Alright. What's good,
All
YouTube?
right. What's good, man? What's good? What's good, everybody?
What's
It's been
good?
years since I've done a YouTube video. It's been years. It feel weird, but I kind of miss it. I
For
really
real.
do. It was, you know.
Yeah, man. For
But
those who don't
yeah.
know, this my bro right here, Matthew G.
Yep.
Used to have like one of the dopest music review
Mm,
channels. Like he reviewed everything from rock
right.
to jazz, hip hop, man.
Yeah.
Like definitely one of my closest friends in YouTube and stuff.
Mm,
I told
right.
him, he told me he wanted to review the recent Little Brother album, Made a Lord
Mm.
Watch. And before I get into it, I ask you, how did you get into? I usually ask how you got into the artist and do a breakdown of the history and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah. So how did you get into Little Brother, by the way?
Oh man, you know what, Little Brother? I've been into them since. This is when I was living in Virginia. I found out about Little Brother. I forgot how I found out about him. No. It goes back to the Minstrel Show. I've actually heard of them back in '05, '04 when it came out. No, Loving It came out '05, right?
Loving it. Yeah, '05.
'05. Okay. I remember seeing that music video on MTV Jams, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
MTV Jams.
Yeah.
And it always stood out to me. I'm like, because at the time in hip hop, we was in that crunk, snap era and shit like that.
Right.
And you know, that shit was terrible. But this song, it was like real hip hop. I was like, wow, yo, this is good. And it was rare you see something like that on MTV Jams. And I'm like, you know, who are these dudes? And I remember seeing a commercial for Little Brother's Minstrel Show. I remember seeing it. I can't find a commercial nowhere on YouTube. I tried looking for it, but I can't find it. But I never actually listened to their music after Loving It. So it was like around 2008, 2009. Yeah, 2008. I somehow bumped into the listening
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube, and the first track just blew my mind. Like, what's that? WJR.
Yeah.
You black niggas. Whatever that shit goes like.
Yeah. UBN and shit.
UBA, yeah. And I was like, wow. And then the beat just hit me. Like that first beat, I was like, damn. You know what? I didn't even know about Knife Wonder back then. Like I probably heard of some of his beats, but I never really knew much of a history of Knife Wonder. And I heard her listening, and I was just amazed. Groupie Part 2. Oh man, that song right there. Like Big Pooh, he destroyed that track, man. And then it just gets better as the album goes on. I mean, For You, another great song. Speed right there is what got me heavy into Little Brother. That was it. After that song, I was just like, you know what? This is definitely one of the best unknown rap groups I've ever heard. And I remember for like maybe about 4 or 5 month cycle, I went into a Little Brother phase where that's all I was playing. Like literally, that's all I wanted to hear was Little Brother. And that was it. They became one of my favorite hip hop bands, and to this day, they still is.
Yeah, that's a dope story right there, bro. Very
Mm-hmm.
dope. Man, to me, I got into Little Brother because I remember on BT, I think they were mentioning like the Minstrel Show album and shit like that, and then because you guys should know there was a controversy. One of
Mm-hmm.
the I think one of the songs, what was the song? I'm looking it up right now, but they had a video for one of the songs that was actually banned on BET. The Slow It Down, I think it was Slow It Down. Yeah,
Word?
yeah, because they deemed that it was like too intelligent for the regular BET audience. Because
Right.
the year before, De La Soul had a video for the Grind Date, which was a very underrated album, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
they banned that video too and shit. So I remember, I think I was reading about it on the news and stuff, and I remember my sister actually mentioning Little Brother how they're from around the way, they're from where I stay at, around the way I stay at, because I was raised in the 919 Raleigh and shit like that.
Right.
Shout out to Raleigh Durham Chapel Hill, by the way. Um,
Absolutely.
and so I'm also I also used to grow up with Ninth Wonder's son too, and shit too. Yeah,
Oh, word.
yeah, because
Damn.
he went to the same high school I did and shit, and this was around the time I was getting into Little Brother, because like
Mm.
the first album I actually heard was The Listening. Yo, that shit right there is a fucking underground classic. I don't care what no one
Yes,
says, but it's fucking expensive as fuck.
it is. It
Very,
is.
very
Yeah, I
expensive.
have to basically had to put it, rip it and burn it on my CD. I couldn't even get an actual copy, and trying to find it on vinyl was like damn near trying to
Yo,
find a rock, like a needle between a haystack.
I actually saw that album on vinyl recently too, for like I think it
Word?
was like 30 something bucks last time I saw.
Oh shit! Yo, if I would have seen, I would have picked that up. $37.
Yeah, if
I
I
would have
see
picked that up.
yeah if I see a cheaper one, I'll send it your way. I'll send it the link your way and shit.
Oh man, I'll pay you big bucks for that, man.
I
I'll
bet.
pay you 40 for that. I definitely pay you for that because I need that record.
Yeah, bet. Cause I'll definitely see if it's still there and shit like that. Cause I think there's multiple copies of it, but I'll let you know and shit.
Damn. Well, only in North Carolina because you won't see that where I'm at, man.
Right, and Ninth Wonder basically is in Durham too and shit. He teaches in Central, where like the college I go to and shit. So yeah, I be
Yeah.
talking to him like that's when like I met Rap City through Ninth Wonder and shit. So
Yeah, Rhapsody. She's dope too.
yo,
She's really really talented, man. Yo, North Carolina got a lot of dope MCs.
for
Like
real.
I'm just so impressed by the lyricists that come out from that state, man. They really they're like New York. It's like a second New York to me.
Shit.
Like even Biggie. I mean not Biggie. My bad. Even Big Daddy Kane said it.
Yeah, cause
You know what I'm saying?
Kane and Ninth Wonder recently got honored in the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame and shit. Cause Kane's been
Yeah.
living here since the early 2000s, from what I remember.
Right. Yeah, North Carolina got some really tough rappers out there, man. Big Pooh is from Virginia, right?
I believe so. Yes. I believe
Yeah.
so. So yeah,
Yeah, he
man,
underrated. Slept on rapper. Very slept on.
for real. He's like probably next to Ninth my favorite member and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
Yeah.
I know my roommate, he loves Fonte and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like then the Minstrel Show, when I heard that shit right there,
Right.
Lord, that
Right.
album, I said that's like one of the best hip hop albums of the 2000s.
Definitely.
Period. Like, Slow It Down, Cheatin', Sincerely Yours. Oh my fuck.
Yeah.
Like, and even hold up, Hiding Place. Oh my fuck.
Oh, yeah. Jay Dilla was on that beat. Was Jay Dilla on? That wasn't Jay Dilla. I always thought that was a Jay Dilla beat, man.
Nah, that's all Ninth Wonder.
That's all
Except
Ninth
for
Wonder.
one.
Okay.
Except for two, yeah. But yeah, man, like some of Ninth Wonder's best production is on that album alone.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. You know what? Crazy thing about it, cause cheating. I used to think that was Ron Osley singing that song.
For real.
I was like, damn, yo, they got Ron on this shit, man. And I found out it was Fonte, man. That album cracked me up. That shit right there. And the skits is good. Even the skits are good. That's one thing about Little Brother. They got good skits. Like you can literally play the whole album without skipping a track. They may have like 10 skits, and you just play it from front to back.
Right.
I call Little Brother and Fonte grown man music, man, because it's like they get better as they get older, especially with this May the Lord Watch. Like that's grown man music, man. Like you could tell how much they matured since their last record that they came out with. That was supposed to be their last.
Right.
You know, grown man music. You know what I'm saying? Real hip hop, for real.
Yeah, man. Like,
Yeah.
and so, Little Brother, man, definitely. Cause they also go to my school at Central. Shout out to North Carolina Central, by the way. You know. So,
Right.
They met. I think like they met there and shit, and they begun like as a trio. And they were influenced by like Tribe and De La, like all the alternative hip hop, like most like Native Tongues. They were influenced by.
You definitely can tell.
Yeah, for real. So, like we mentioned, they dropped The Listening in 2003. That was a dope album. Got a lot of critical acclaim and shit. But it wasn't until Ninth Wonder produced Jay-Z's Threat from the Black Album. That was what really put Ninth Wonder out there and shit, you know?
Right. And then the thing about that is like when I first heard Little Brother, and I ain't know much about Ninth Wonder. When I found out that Ninth Wonder was the dude, he was the same dude that produced that Threat song on Jay-Z's Black Album, I was just amazed. I was like, how did I know this? How did I not know this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounded like two different producers to me. Like,
yeah, man.
Shows you how versatile Ninth Wonder can be when he wants to be.
Exactly.
You know, it was crazy, man. I'm like, shit, man.
Shit. Yeah, man. Like, and it's crazy too because a lot of people even say that Ninth Wonder kind of revived like the boot camp clique in the mid 2000s and shit. Because
Absolutely.
after when the For the People album dropped, that was like the beginning of like a slew of mediocre releases from them up until maybe like Monkey Bars from Sean Price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I recently did a review on For the People. I did not like the album one bit. Like,
I gotta listen to that album more. I kind of forgot about it. That it's probably because it wasn't that good to me. Usually, if an album is good to me, it sticks. I will remember. But I got to be listening to that joint, man. I got to listen to it. You know, I do like the Buckshot and Ninth Wonder releases, man.
oh,
Their albums is pretty good. What's the one? I think it's the Formula.
yeah.
And then there's a one before that. That's pretty darn good. That. And I like him with Mervs. He does really good with Mervs. When he's with Mervs,
Yes.
they click very well together, man. My favorite one is probably 316.
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
That record right there is a classic, man.
Classic.
That one is a classic.
I need to get my hands on that one too, but it's not expensive either, surprisingly. Not
I've
expensive.
never seen it in person. I've never seen like a physical copy of it in my life.
Yeah, because I think I see it as much as probably about $20-something at least.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, definitely should pick that up. That's definitely worth the money. I mean, it's not an album you come across all the time, but if I could find it for $20-$30, I'd definitely pick it up. I don't mind spending $30 on a CD that I don't see much. You know, I don't mind that.
the most I spent was Prince the Black Album. I think I spent like about $37 on that.
Oh yeah, that record's really hard to find. Matter of fact, I don't even think that shit's on Spotify.
Nope, not on Spotify. I think it's only on Tidal. I think, but it's like the reissue, the '94 reissue and shit.
Oh yeah. I don't know what's up with that record, man. I haven't really, like, I always skip that record too. I don't know why. For some reason, I never took really interest in listening to it.
Son, you're making the biggest mistake in your life. That album is Prince at his filthiest. Like,
Word.
yes, that if you think Sign of the Times was good, the Black Album is just a near perfect album. It's almost
Damn.
as good as Sign of the Time, but there's only one track I felt like did not really deserve to be there, and that's when
Right.
Two on Love. But he put that on Love Sexy and shit.
You know what? Love Sexy is, I do that with Prince albums. After Love Sexy, I kind of just turn my head. You know, now the Gold Experience, it took me a minute to get into the Gold Experience.
Shit.
And what's that other record he came out with that song Come?
Come.
What's that record? That's the album, right? Called
Yeah,
Come, right?
with the Graveyard, him in the Graveyard and shit.
The Graveyard, yeah.
Yeah.
That's another record I just kind of nod like. I hesitate, but you know what? I need to just have an open mind with Prince's latest albums and just check them out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the second time I heard somebody mention that about the Black Album, and I just totally dismissed them. So I take it as a sign. I need to check it out whenever I have some free time. If they have it on YouTube, wherever I can find it.
Yeah, I can even.
I don't have Tidal.
Yeah, I can even send the album if you want. If you just remind me of shit.
Yeah, definitely. Is there any way you can send me like an MP3 version of it?
Yeah, it's
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice if you could do that, because I would love to hear that.
All right, bet. And it's kind of crazy because I'm actually reviewing like Prince's later albums post '95 up until his death, and yeah, I just recently finished the Emancipation review, That was like the triple disc album he came out with, and
I remember that.
oh shit, that was a headache of an album, but
Yeah, that was what is that? Like 3 hours of music.
3 hours, too long.
Damn, God, man, I don't know what was going through Prince's head at that time. Ain't that around the time when he was doing that MP3 shit, self-release records?
Yeah,
Ain't that around that time? Yeah,
that
man,
was
he
like
was,
the
I don't know
Warner
what the
Brothers
fuck was
slave,
going on. Yeah,
Shit. But
you know
yeah.
what? I thought about picking up that Prince album that recently just came out. I seen it in Walmart yesterday. What's the name of that? I don't even know the name to it. It's you know about the new Prince album, right? They just released it.
The originals.
Yeah, is that what it's called? Where it's a
Yeah.
white cover and it's a picture of him?
Yep.
Yeah,
it's
I was
the
thinking about picking that up, but I'm kind of hesitating. My hesitation on it is like, okay, so what era of Prince is this in, and when was this music recorded, and is this good, or are they is it remix songs, or
pretty much. It's pretty much like he wrote like all the songs for his proteges, like The Time, Sheila E. It's his version, his original demo version of it.
oh, that should be good. You know, I love demos.
Oh yeah,
Jeez, I love demos.
yeah, man. But so yeah,
Yeah.
but back to Little Brother and shit.
Right.
The Minstrel Show, that was like which we mentioned, the breakthrough album from them and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it was around that time too that they were kind of having some issues with the label and within themselves too, because of the fact that I think like they got into a beef with one of Young Jeezy's proteges, Slick Moolah and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
because Lil Brother didn't like the drug rap that Young Jeezy was doing, the Snowman mascot he was promoting and shit like that.
Right.
And I think they were having some label issues and shit too, because of the fact that Atlantic Records wanted them to do like more commercial hip hop and shit like that because of the success of the Minstrel Show. And also they were having some internal beef because I think like Ninth Wonder was too busy like producing for like a lot of people, like, you know, Destiny's Child. He did some stuff on the
Yeah.
Destiny's Fulfilled album and shit. And so after the release of the Get Back album, which an album I didn't really care too much for Get Back.
Me either.
Yeah.
I barely listened to it. It's
Yeah.
forgettable.
Very forgettable. But it did have some okay song. Like I like the song with Lil Wayne.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah. So after the release of that, you know, the toured with Evidence of Dilated Peoples and shit, and I think Ninth Wonder, he left right before the Left Back album, which
Yeah,
again another forgettable album. I didn't care for Left Back.
me either. They mixtapes are better. Like I don't listen to the Listening, the Minstrel Show, the new album, and the mixtapes. The Chillin' Circuit, I think it's called.
Yeah, Chitlin Circuits.
Chillin' Circuit. I always fuck up on that title for some reason. It's like a tongue twister. And the other one, what's the other one? For Justice and all.
Yep. For Justice,
Yeah,
something like that.
That's a dope one.
For real.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy too, because as much influence as like Lil Brother has and shit like that, it's like I kind of like with the Far Side, because the Far Side, the first two albums, Bizarre Ride and La Bang California, classics. But after
Right.
you know they had issues with the producer, I think Jay Swift and shit, they dropped that one album Hubbardump Beginnings. Yeah,
I remember that joint.
Yeah, I didn't care for that shit either and shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
It happens, you know what I'm saying? People have their own music differences and they decide they want to do their own thing, or people get caught up in some, you know, personal shit
Right.
that kind of, you know, affects the groups, you know,
Exactly.
and things happen and that one person makes a big effect. It's crazy how one person that's like important to the group can just basically destroy a group's music in the future. It's crazy how that happens.
It's
But
crazy. Yep.
it's rare. It's rare though. It's very rare that you have a group who loses their main producer, come out with two albums that was kind of not that great, but come back many years later with an album that's probably almost better than the minstrel show, if not like better than the listening, which is crazy because I don't. I know. A lot of people probably just be like, "Damn." A lot of people be like, "Damn, this nigga crazy for saying some shit like that." But this record, man, is flawless. I could not find not one bad thing to talk about. Not one thing bad.
You're gonna hate me during this review, man. You're probably gonna hate me during this review, but it's crazy. But we gonna talk about this. Cause,
absolutely.
Yeah, because
we need to do that.
So with the the reunion of Lil Brother kind of happened. They started speaking to each other around the time like Phife Dawg died, and it was by Questlove because Questlove brought them together and shit.
Right.
And fast forward to 2018, in the Art of Cool Festival, I was there too because Royce da 5'9" was supposed to have performed with Nas and Erykah Badu because they were headlining the show, but Lil Brother actually, the whole original Lil Brother lineup reunited on that Art of Cool Festival and stuff.
Right.
And next thing you know it, they were talking about doing an album, and then that's when they made the Lord of Watch album. But unfortunately, Ninth Wonder is not on the album because they still have some issues they had to iron out and stuff. So, according to my sources.
Well, you know what? What I heard about the whole Ninth Wonder joint and why he wasn't featured was because I'm not sure if I got it right because it's been a minute since I read the article, but they said that he was sending them beats that they was just not feeling. It was kind of like cliche production, and they just was not liking it. And Ninth Wonder got pissed because they just was denying the beats that he was offering, and I guess he felt because he's Ninth Wonder, and they started off together that he could just send any kind of beats that he wants to and they'll just take it. But apparently they wasn't having it, and Ninth Wonder got a little bitchy about it. And they just was like, you know what? Well, we can move on and do it without you, man. And that's what happened.
Whoa.
And I'm not fully sure because it's been a minute since I read the article. It was something similar like that, but I'm not sure. I think you could find the article online.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of how the whole situation started. So, and they didn't need Ninth Wonder. They really didn't need them because they was fine, and they had Crisis on here. I think they had a couple of the old producers from their first few albums on this record, so they didn't really need them.
Yeah, that's one thing I would say about this album. The production is way better than like the previous, like the Get Back album. I would say that. And there was some beats that it did give me that vintage Little Brother sound and shit too. Like some beats I thought was like from the Minstrel Show or some real shit.
Right.
But but I don't know if I should have say same sentiments with you. So that's why I don't know how you and I will both feel. We're going to have probably some heated conversations though, but I'm ready, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's all opinions, man.
Yeah.
That's how music is. I really don't care. If you think Left Back is their best album, then fuck it. It's the best album to you. Everybody's ear is different, so I don't mind. Personally, me, I think the Listening is their best record.
True.
But I mean, a lot of people disagree with me on that. It all depends on what you like. But I really feel like this record right here is a huge comeback. You know what it reminds me of?
What?
It kind of reminds me of like when Bowie came out with Black Star.
Ooh.
And when Jay Dilla did Donuts.
Yep.
That's what it reminds me of.
Oh yeah, man.
Except it's not somebody passing away. It's somebody basically being reincarnated. Group being reincarnated from the dead. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they still got it. And that's what makes this record phenomenal. And the production is excellent.
Yes.
Funky beats, nice soul, full, heavy bass lines, drums kicking, drums got a punch to them. You know what I'm saying? When I was playing on my speakers, my fucking speakers was rattling, man. The damn floor was shaking. That's how beats on here is tight, man.
Yes, I agree. The beats, like the production on this fucking album is fucking flawless. That's one thing. The production is flawless and shit. Definitely has
Right.
that like mid 2000s ordeal. Like it's vintage Lil Bro. That's all I'm gonna say and stuff. You know.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Alright. So it started off with The Feel,
Mm-hmm.
which was pretty much like what I got from that was. Hold up, I'm gonna pull my notes all the way up and shit because it's just on somewhere. A second, where my notes. Yeah.
Yeah, the feel is one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, the UBN. It has the UBN skit, self-explanatory. Um, and it has it's the dope beat, very dope beat on the intro and shit. That's one thing I have to say about The Feel. Very dope.
Right. Right. Yeah, that song was really dope, man. That song and I think it's called Everything.
Yep.
Yeah, those two songs was like my favorite. Those I play a lot. And Right on Time is another good one too.
Ooh.
I love that song.
That's my favorite
Very
one.
catchy chorus. Very catchy chorus.
Yes.
Catchy as hell, man. Funky beat.
Yes.
Got that old funky. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's smooth as hell, man. Like it kind of got that foreign exchange feel to it in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I should say, with that Little Brothers flavor on top of it. So it's kind of like that's another thing I like about this record is how he kind of brought the foreign exchange type sound to it a little bit.
Yeah, like
That's the kind of feel I got from it also.
yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that because foreign exchange, dilated peoples, like that kind of underground hip. I do like that fucking sound and shit. Like a very
Me too.
smooth sound. You can just chill at a subway and just drive by and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit.
Right. Yeah. What's that record? The Foreign Exchange came out with. Is it Leave It All Behind?
I believe
I
so.
think it's that record's called. That record was so good. I'm telling you, that's probably one of the best records that came out that year. I think it was 08, because that year I remember being a shitty year for music.
So,
I just was not. I wasn't feeling 08. 08 is one of the worst years I think that's for music. But that record was definitely a highlight for that year.
Right.
Yeah. So and then I don't. Did they come out with a record after that? I'm not sure they came out with a record after that. If they did, I forgot. Oh, they did. They sure enough did, but I forgot the name to it.
Yeah, I think I only heard that one album from Foreign Exchange and shit like that. Cause I definitely need to listen to more of their work.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
That first album was pretty good too. Which is kind of interesting because that first album, you able to see me?
I think your camera froze.
It did. I don't know what the hell happened. Hold on one second.
Oh yeah, you good, bro? Take your time. It happens. Trust me.
How the hell did it happen though? Hold up. I don't want to. Hold on a second. I think I hit the button by mistake. Shit. And see, I haven't used Skype in many years, man. So I'm kind of like clueless on how to fix this shit.
Yeah, cause they changed up like a lot of shit on Skype.
Yeah.
And stuff. Cause
it's been since like 7 years, about 6-7 years since I've used it. What the fuck? Well, let me turn it off and turn it back on.
okay.
Let me try that. Oh, there I go.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Cause yeah, it was like a fucking bitch for me to connect it to this fucking studio and shit. But luckily,
Yeah.
I fucking handled it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cause the other live streaming shit I used kept fucking having sound issues on and stuff like that. So
What's the other one you use?
StreamYard.
Oh, I never tried that one before. I never tried that.
Yeah, cause I was using Hangouts before, but they fucking canceled Hangouts and shit.
Oh, bro, I ain't used Hangouts in years, man. But I remember used to having a lot of internet connections problems because my dude, what's that dude? Analogy Life 14.
Yeah,
Remember him?
the dude with the fucking afro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to talk on there a lot, man. We would be on the phone for like 4 or 5 hours just talking about music, and we would just have a lot of internet problems, man. I remember phones just cut off and shit, and I wouldn't hear him, and I was like, what the hell? But it's been a minute because I need to speak to him because we ain't talked in a minute. Maybe we can get him on a video together one day, Eric. Because I think I got him as a friend on Facebook. I think he did. Yeah, he did added me. We should get him on a video, all three of us together.
Yeah,
that would be dope.
I used to
just talk about music.
Yeah, because his reviews, I used to like some of his reviews and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He had some dope reviews from him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Because
yes.
What was a review that got me into his shit? I think he reviewed like 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying or some shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It was that, and he did a really good review on the Black album too. And what I liked about him was he was very honest about his opinion, and he was very versatile with his music taste. Right. And he kind of like one of the few people that really got me into rock. You did too, believe it or not. I remember when we used to do the Led Zeppelin joints and shit like that.
Oh man.
And I wasn't really a huge nerd on knowing, you know, Led Zeppelin joints like that. You got me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you credit for this. You got me into Houses of the Holy.
Yup, that's my favorite shit from them, man. I'm telling you.
Right.
Houses of the Holy is my favorite shit.
Absolutely. Oh. I don't know why people just dismiss that record. That record is excellent. Dire Maker. What's the matter of fact? Side 2, like the half of that record, I think it is the best.
The Rain song, my nigga. That's
the Rain
best,
song.
The best song, period. The Rain song.
Right. What's that one song where it's real psychedelic? It starts off slow. It's very his voice very psychedelic, and then the drums just start hitting. Go like do 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 do.
No Quarter. I know what you're talking about.
No Quarter. Yeah, yeah. Man.
Yo, let's do a re-review on that one because I reviewed that years ago, but I definitely want to talk about that album again and shit.
Oh yeah, it's definitely one of the best. Matter of fact, I like that one better than what's the one called? Physical Graffiti.
Same.
I like that one more. The songs on there is tight, so you know I really salute you for getting me into more heavy into other records. That's outside of hip hop, and you and him, y'all really pushed me to get further to knowing more music. So I appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah, because we also, and we're gonna get back to Lil Brother too, but we also have to review David Bowie's Low album.
Absolutely,
you gotta do that.
We'll do that next
month.
We'll
like,
do that
sometime like next week. We gotta do that.
Absolutely.
Because I've been in Bowie mode lately. And shit.
Yeah, man. I you know what? I went through a Bowie phase for many years. I even got a tattoo, a Black Star. I don't know if you remember I got that tattoo.
Yes.
Man, I'm telling you, nobody in the 70s was doing what Bowie was doing.
Hell no.
Nobody. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. The 70s, Bowie ran the 70s, man.
Yes, he has the best rock discography, period.
Absolutely. The only bad record that he came out with that I'm not really too fond of is Pins Up.
Yeah, that was like a cover album. That was alright.
Yeah, that one, I don't know why he even made that one. I felt like that kind of like, you know, puts a pothole in his discography from the 70s. But besides that one, man, Bowie was killing it. And he got better throughout the time. Like, I really love him from 76 to 79.
Woo!
Like, the then White Duke.
That's my favorite era.
Berlin era.
Yo.
Me too, man. Me too, yo.
Yes.
Yo,
the fucking Station to Station album.
Right. Yo, he was on coke.
Fucking Lodger, man.
Lodger is underrated as shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. Lodger is underrated. Yo, I'm telling you, when he had Brian Eno on his side and Robert Flip from King Crimson, he was untouchable. Like Low,
man, Heroes, Lodger, Scary Monsters, and I'm gonna count Scary Monsters too.
Yeah, Scary Monsters was the shit.
Woo! Like Fashion, Turn to the Left, like that shit was hot. Yo,
right.
Fucking shit was hot.
That song, Fashion, and the other one that got me was a Teenage Wildlife.
Oh,
and it was Kingdom Come. And I know a lot of people don't really like that song as much, but I love that track. That's a really underrated Bowie track. I think that's a cover version too. Kingdom Come. I think it is.
I think so
But
too.
man, Ashes to Ashes, I ain't never heard a song like that. And if I don't know if you know, but at the time that was considered to be the most expensive music video ever made.
Yep.
I think it was like $500,000 they made to shoot that video.
Yeah, and that was like one of the first music videos, and this was before. And I have so much love for MJ, but this was before Billie Jean and shit. Like that video,
Yeah.
like rose a standard for music videos and shit like that, because most music videos at that time was just having the stage performance, like you just
Right.
singing and shit, and have some cheesy ass shit. But Bowie just took it to another level and shit.
Absolutely,
but-
absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm not discrediting Jackson, because what Jackson did was another story too.
Right, but you know, Bowie, you could tell he put some effort in it. It was very trippy. What country was that in? I'm still trying to figure out what country that was in that he filmed that video. That video was nice for 1980. Is definitely it's ahead of its time.
Very ahead of
Really?
his time.
Very, man.
Shit. But
Yeah, but we
man.
got to talk more about that one. And you know what? I don't know if you know much about Brian Eno, but we need to speak about him too, because
Yep.
if you love Low like that, I don't know if you ever heard Before and After Science. I don't know if you ever heard that
I
joint.
gotta hear that. I gotta hear that.
That one is like his response to Low. That's his version of Low.
Oh shit, nigga.
That
nigga.
shit is sick.
Oh nigga, don't get me started right now, man, because I'm about to get me a good night tonight. Listen to that shit.
Word, yo,
Oh.
Brian Eno is like the second. He's like the second-hand version of Bowie, man. Especially when he was doing from 74 to 78, before the ambient shit, before he started doing all that. When he did the Here Comes the Warm Jets and what's the other one? Another Green World.
Yeah.
That was more on the chills, like ambient. That's when he started to get, but he was still doing the glam rock shit at the time. Yo, I'm telling you, man, him and Bowie was like two of the most untouchable artists at that time, yo.
Facts. And let's
Real.
let's not forget his shit he did with Talking Heads too.
Oh yeah, man. Yo, Brian Eno's a legend, man. I'm telling you right now, that man's a legend. Yo, Remain in Light, one of the top 5 records all time.
Woo!
That record is funky. It's a funky record. And then, like, what amazes me about that record is how it goes from being so funky to so depressive at the end. Like those last 2 songs.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about it is how it gets more depressing after the track. The song Listening Wind is more slower and it's depressive, but that last one right after it, they said let's take it up a notch.
Right.
And I'm telling you, like that shit is like, it's incredible, man. It's really incredible, yo. I think they were really influenced by Joy Division's Closer
Ooh.
with that song.
Oh, yeah.
I really get a Joy Division feel to it. But man, that record, man, is crazy. It's crazy good.
Oh yeah. And one thing, as much as I love that album Remaining Light, I like the Talking Heads the 77 album and the Speaking in Tongues a little bit better than that album, especially Speaking in Tongues.
Speaking in Tongues is really good. Speaking in Tongues is more like is more full. Like it's really funky. It's got that R&B sound to it.
Yeah. Minneapolis sound.
You know, yeah, got that Prince sound at the time. That shit's really really good, man. You know what? I don't know if you know about this, but have you ever listened to King Crimson?
Which
If you listen to King Crimson,
oh yeah.
if you listen to like their album Discipline, which came out 81, it came out like after Remaining Light, they sound like Talking Heads.
Everybody was trying to sound like Talking Heads, but they failed. You can't rip off Talking Heads.
Right, but you know what? I got to say one thing about that album Discipline. If you never heard it, I'm telling you, it's probably one of the best albums that Talking Heads never made. It's sick. I'm telling you,
shit.
Discipline is fucking sick.
Okay.
Really good new wave, really good, really good, man. It's got like a post-punk sound to it too. That
Okay.
shit is tight. Discipline is definitely a album worth listening to.
I bet.
I put that on my life, man. I put that on my life, yo.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna fucking write that down. Discipline by King Crimson, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, that record is dope. The song that I suggest is I don't even know how you pronounce it. Tima Jinji, Tinyama Jinji, I forgot how you pronounce it. I know I'm fucking up the title really bad. I think it's like the fifth song. Tila Jinji, Tinyama
Yeah, yeah.
Jinji.
Fila
That song
Hanjinji.
is sick.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Elephant Talk. That one is funky too, man.
Ooh,
Underrated record, man. Really
yeah, man.
underrated.
I gotta keep it a buck. The only King Crimson albums I've only heard was In the Court of the Crimson King and In the Wake of Poseidon and shit.
You never heard Red?
I've heard some of Red, but not all. Not all.
Oh my God, yo! I'm telling
I'm
you,
slipping. I know I'm slipping.
Red is a record that is mind blowing. It's one of those type of records that will change your life. It it's better than In King of Crimson. I got to be honest. It's better. Starless. Have you ever heard Starless?
Starlet is a masterpiece.
Oh my God!
Starlet
One
is
of
a
those
fucking.
songs.
That shit's a fucking masterpiece, man. Like
Absolutely, absolutely. Damn, man. Yo, and even Fallen Angel is a masterpiece song too, man. That record make you put chills down your spine. That's how fucking good that record is. Like, yeah, it's unbelievable.
Bro, you giving me too much chills right now. You trying to explode my fucking head right now.
I'm being honest, man. And you know what? That's how King Crimson is. Like, another one that's really good is Lock's Tongue and Aspect, something like that. That's a good one too. If you listen to Easy Money, oh my God, oh my God, these niggas overdid it. They overdid themselves, man.
How you say
I was
that?
like,
you said Logs.
what you say? Oh, it was Lark's Tongue and Aspic.
Okay.
That record, man, is another sick one. That one is like one of their best records. Like, but you gotta listen to Easy Money. Easy Money is tight. That song is real tight. Okay. And then they got another song on there called Exiles. You know what? I had all their records on vinyl. I had every single one of them actually. But I recently sold all my records. I don't know if you know about that.
Oh.
I sold all my records because I just didn't have the space for them.
Oh my God.
And plus, yeah, I thought maybe, I was like, I'm not playing them. And plus, my record player broke and I didn't have the money to buy another one at the time. So I sold them. And I was like, you know what? Well, maybe somebody else will enjoy these records. I have a lot of good shit here. I made like $1,000 off of them. I really miss them. I wish I didn't sell my King Crimson discography. I really, feel disappointed in myself for doing that. But yeah, King Crimson, they don't have a bad record. I mean, their later records started to get a little poppy, too much new wave. They started to get too heavy into it, and it just didn't sound like the same band. But yeah, man, King Crimson, they don't do much disappointing at all.
I've heard many good things about them too. So
yeah, they definitely really good.
I gotta check out Red tonight then. Okay.
Red is definitely one to check out immediately. And Lock's Tongue. I keep forgetting the name. Lock's Tongues and Aspect.
Yeah.
That's another good one to check out. Very dark. That record can get.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, it can get very. But Red gets dark too because that song, I think it's called Providence. It's like the song before Starless. Because if you have the record of Starless, there's only 2 songs on the B-side. Yep, only 2 songs, and there's basically only one song because Providence, it's just like a quiet instrumental that starts up. You don't really start hearing the instrumental to maybe like 2 minutes, 3 minutes into the song, and it's like this violin playing. And it can be very jazzy, but it's experimental, and it's kind of scary on another level.
Oh shit!
So yeah, that shit is really, really sick, man. Really sick. It's kind of like it hypes you up for Starless, and then when that song ends, Providence, Starless is coming, and you get happy.
Shit. Okay.
Like I know it's about to go down.
Oh shit. Okay, I definitely got. I gotta really listen to King Crimson's discography and
Yeah,
shit.
absolutely. You missing out. Really good music, man. Really
Uh,
good.
but yeah,
Pros to that prog rock shit. They really nobody does prog rock like them. I'm sorry, I ain't never heard a band like King Crimson. I tried looking for a band in prog progressive rock like them, and I just keep searching and don't find no results match at
not
all.
not even yes.
Not even yes.
Oh shit.
Not even yes. Not okay. Genesis kind of did it with the Lamb,
Uh,
Lies on Broadway, but yeah, even Genesis didn't do it. Even Genesis. I'm sorry, King Crimson is the best when it comes to that prog shit. Robert Flip, he's like one of the greatest guitarists ever, man. If you ever listen to his work,
yeah.
that man is a genius. He's a machine.
Facts.
He's god tier with that fucking guitar.
Oh yeah, that I can agree with you on and shit.
Yeah, dude's crazy, man.
But yeah, but to be keep it a nutshell about this little brother release,
Right.
I like it. Don't get me wrong, but I feel it's not as good as like a lot of people make it out to be. Cause I did find some issues. There was some songs I really thought that they kind of felt it was a bit too much from Minstrel Show like and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like it felt too much from the past and shit, and it didn't really feel. I'll put it to you. It was a good album, but it was like, yeah, we know what y'all did with Minstrel Show, but what can y'all do in this day and age and shit? That's what I got, and it left me
Right.
feeling a little empty, a little bit. But is it a bad album? No, it's not a bad album. But and because you know, there's many motherfuckers that say, oh, this album is like Tribes. Oh, we got it from here, which I have to disagree myself.
No, nothing
Hell
like that.
no.
If anything's better. If I got to say that, no offense, but I like this record. If I had to choose which one, it would definitely be my May the Lord Watch. That's the one I'm going to jump to before that other one. You know, we got it from here. Um, there's reasons I have for that, but I don't want to get into that because you know, we should do a review on that Tribe album too because
Okay.
I never got a chance to do one. And when year that came out, like '05? I mean, not the '05, sorry, 2015, 2016. That record came out
2016 it came out.
2016. Okay, yeah, because I think I stopped doing reviews around that time. So I never got the chance to review that record. So I would love to do that with
Okay.
you sometime, but I gotta re-listen to it because it's been several years. I haven't really listened to many rap albums as much as I used to.
True.
So gotta re-listen to it. But we'll definitely do that one sometime, whenever.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna be real with you. I would low key pick We Got It From Here over this album, in my
Yeah.
personal opinion, because even though like it was not the best album that they've made, it didn't capture like them in their peak,
Right.
but they still charted a new territory. It was like them passing the torch down to rappers like, you know, Kendrick and Cole and shit like that. And I just felt
Right.
like they brought their A game. Even Jerobi brought his A game and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just really felt like a Tribe album. Like, you know, like this is us. This is all we got. You know, return them back to their roots after the Beats, Rhymes, and Life and Love movement, the experimentation of those albums and stuff.
Right.
But I agree with what you said too. I respect your opinion. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Tribe they really came hard with that record, man. They really showed us that they still have it, you know. And I love it when old groups like that don't come out with records in many years just pop up out the blue with a record
Right.
and just prove to us that they still have it. And those really make me happy. And you know, I haven't heard a hip hop record like May the Lord Watch that good in a long time, man. It was like, wow, I didn't know hip hop still had it like this. Because you know, I've just been hearing that but trash. And you know what? There's a few albums I still haven't heard from this year. Like I haven't heard the new Common record,
Me neither.
and what's that record called? I think it's called Let Love. Is
Yeah,
that what it's called?
that's the new common one. Yeah.
Haven't heard that one. I gotta re-listen to the Madlib and Freddie Gibbs record because I heard that record only maybe about one time, and it wasn't even in full. I heard maybe half of the album. I gotta listen to that Danny Brown record. You like Danny Brown?
Nah, I'm not a big fan of Danny Brown.
You know what? I hated dating Danny Brown. Now I don't know if you remember this because I think I did a review on Danny Brown's record one time. I think it was well, no, I didn't do a review. I made a video stating about some rappers that I just wasn't a fan of, and Danny Brown was one of the dudes. And I hated him. I couldn't stand him. I was like, what is the appeal to this guy? But when he came out with that record, I keep forgetting the name to it. It came out in like 2016.
XX?
No, not that one. It's a record he came out several years later. I think it's called. It starts with an A, Exhibition, something like that. You may have to do a search on that shit. There was a song he did with Kendrick Lamar, and I think it was Absol, and it was called Really Though. I fucked with that song, man. And then he came out with a song that had like a beat that sounded like something from the RZA back in like 94, 93.
Ooh, okay.
And I was like, damn. I was like, shit, yo, this. And then he did a song with B Real on that same joint. It was called So High. That shit was sick. I'm telling you, man. Listen to that record.
Okay.
Listen to that. It came out 2016. That's a really good one. Really good record. One of my favorite records in this decade. You know what? That record, the Little Brother record, and I'm gonna shock you with this one. The Tyler the Creator, Flower Boy.
Yeah, I love that album, man.
Love it. Love that record.
Yo, that's Tyler's best album. I don't care what no one says.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't care what no one says. That's Tyler's best album right there.
Hell yeah, man. I'm telling you, that's like one of the best I'm gonna say this, that's one of the greatest hip hop albums ever. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna put that on the list of greatest hip hop albums ever.
I can't get mad at you about that, but I don't know if I would call it that soon because I feel like, you know, Wolf is a very underrated classic, in my opinion, too.
Yeah, that's when the time I wasn't really feeling him. He was to me more immature back then. He was kind of like didn't give a fuck attitude. He was just saying stupid, silly shit. And I just wasn't really feeling that type of mentality. Yeah. But I feel like Flower Boy was more of a like responsible and more. He was more matured and you could tell he grew up a lot. It was more of an honest record, and the new one that he came out with too this year, yeah, that was really good too.
Yeah, that was hot.
That was hot. So Tyler Creator, I didn't know he had it in him.
Yeah,
I didn't know he had it in him.
This motherfucker said Tyler Creator was the Stevie Wonder of our generation. I was like, yo, chill out.
Chill, no.
Chill out, motherfucker.
That's going too far.
Chill
far,
out, nigga.
Yo, I'm telling you, me and my mom, we listen to Stevie every single day.
Same.
I put on Innervisions every single fucking day. And I'm telling you, Stevie is one of the most powerful voices in music history.
Oh, yes.
I'm telling you, and I say this all the time, and I know I'm probably going to get people come at me for saying this shit, but Stevie is better than Michael Jackson.
I can't get mad.
I won't be honest, man. Stevie, Innervision itself is better than anything Michael has ever put out.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm just being honest, yo. Songs like "Living in the City," "Golden Girl," Jesus, Children of America.
Visions.
What else? Too High.
Yeah.
My God, that record is so fucking good.
Yo, Visions.
Visions yes. Too. Yeah, Visions is good too. The whole fucking album from beginning to end is flawless.
Yeah, man. But low-key?
Yeah.
Low-key, I gotta show you something. I want to see if you know what you know about this, if you're a Stevie fan and shit, because I'm gonna shock you right quick.
Yeah, I probably know more about Stevie now than I've ever known about Stevie, because I just been listening to him like almost every day. Like, I put him on, I play a game, I put on some Stevie, man. Me and my mom loves Stevie. I got her into Stevie too, because she was never really into Stevie Wonder growing up. And I played her, I think it was the song knocks me off my feet. And she just fell in love with that song, and ever since then, she ain't even been wanting to listen to Michael. She just like put on some Stevie.
Hey yo, what you
I
know
like,
about,
I'll never complain about that. What's up?
this is the 1979 soundtrack playing through the Secret Lives of Plants and shit.
Hold on, let me see that joint.
You see it?
I don't see anything.
Oh, hold on. What about now?
Hold on. Yeah. Bring it a little closer to the camera.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna fix my camera because my camera's fucked up.
All right. Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, that dude you made the beats for, he said what's up.
What dude?
The R&B singer that I recommended you and you made the beats for.
Right. I remember that. What's up, man? I forgot all about that, yo.
Yeah, I'll tell you
Okay.
what's up.
Oh shit! I've seen that record before. I've seen it, but I never listened to it. I've seen it on Rachel Music. It was to say I'm on. I seen that record.
Yeah,
Never listened to it.
I'm gonna do a review on this probably tonight, so I'm gonna say my thoughts. But it's a trip. That's all I'm gonna say because it's a long story with this record.
So hold on, what is that a soundtrack to? What movie is that?
It was a documentary. I think it was called Secret Lives of Plants, some shit like that. It was like some nature film, and he did a soundtrack to that. Right, this was right after 3 years after Songs in the Key of Life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of that, but I never heard the soundtrack before. I got to listen to that. I need more Stevie in my life, man, because I can never get enough of that guy. That guy's music is incredible.
Shit.
Like a lot of people sleep on what's that record? That Finale. What's that shit called? Came out right after Songs
Yo,
of the Key of
Fulfilling
Life.
This. Yeah.
Fulfilling This. Yeah.
Woo,
People
man.
sleep on that shit. People sleep on that. And like my mom, I always try to put that record on, and she just be like, "Man, this ain't this one is not as good as the other two." I'm like, "Listen, this is a good record,
Oh,
okay? It's still Stevie in his prime. I mean, come on, like, give the record a chance. You know what I'm saying? It may not. I think it's because she don't really know much of the songs. That he didn't have many huge hit songs on that record as much as the other two. And I think that's because, I don't know why, she just not really, she wants to hear the hits, but that album is another good one. Like, I think it's the first track, Smile Please.
Oh yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Sorry.
That record is beautiful. Beautiful song.
Yo, my favorite track was this one track called I got pulled up,
Yeah, pull that up.
but even when I first heard this track, I had to be real. When I first heard it, it took me a while to get into because this was kind of like the album he came out with after he got in a car accident in the early 70s.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because he got in a car accident in Durham too, so that's crazy.
Word? Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he got in a car accident and he was kind of reflecting on his life. He was kind of, It Ain't No Use. That's my favorite song.
Ain't No Use. Yeah, that song's good too, man. You know what's another good one? Go down a little bit, because I don't remember the titles to it.
Yeah, I'm
You haven't done nothing. There's another good track too.
yo.
And and They Won't Let You Go When I Go. That's another. Oh my god, that's probably my favorite one.
Yeah, man. Like the production was like a lot more stripped down too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
It wasn't as like commercialized as the other ones was. To me, my mom felt like this one wasn't as easy to listen to as the other two, and I'm like, this is Stevie though. I mean, this is him in his prime.
exactly.
He still was doing his thing. He probably was trying to go for more for like a become more of a how can I say this? Not a better musician because he's already a great one, but just trying to go out his boundaries, trying to do something different.
Exactly.
But this record right here still was, if anything, this is Talking Book, Inner Visions, Songs of Key of Life, and Fulfilling This, First Finale. Those records, those are the holy grail. Those 4 holy grail records, man.
Oh yeah, you can't argue with that and shit like that.
The best of Stevie right there. You want his best music, you want his best shit. Oh, and Music in the Mind, with that one that came out in 71, I think that's what it's called, Music in the Mind.
Yep.
Yeah, that's another good one right there too.
Oh yeah, that's a dope one too. I would even throw Hotter Than July Cause niggas be sleeping on that fucking shit.
Yeah, Hot in July. I actually still got that on vinyl. Actually,
Yo, I
matter
got
of
that.
fact, I kept comfortable one.
Yeah, I got that on CD too and shit.
Rocket Love.
Woo!
God damn,
Jesus!
that song is the shit.
He was like, and brought my black ass down in this coat. I was like, damn, Stevie over here cursing and shit. Oh shit.
Word, because when I figured out that Jizza sampled that shit, man, and I was like, damn, that is genius, man.
For real, man. Like,
that's one of his best songs. All I Do is another good one.
Yep.
That's another good track, man. The reggae track too. It's another good one. Yeah, that record is hot.
Yo.
But I stopped getting into some of his work after Hotter Than July. You know, that's why I kind of compare Stevie to like David Bowie, because it's like they had amazing music in the 70s and they came out with that one album in the 80s that was like fantastic, and then their later stuff just started to kind of decline a little bit, and they wasn't really as great as they were back in their prime.
True.
You know, if you ever noticed that, because Hotter Than July is probably his best record from the 80s. I don't really see no other 80s Stevie Wonder album that I really will run to quicker than Hotter Than July. So,
me personally,
yeah.
I liked In Square Circle.
I haven't heard much of that one. I've probably heard the one with the part-time lover on there.
That was it.
That was it? That was that song?
Yeah. That
was on that? Okay. Yeah, I gotta listen to that one again because, like I said, I stopped being really interested into, you know, and the song was Skeletons. What album was that on, Skeletons?
Characters, 87.
87. Okay, yeah. That's when I really don't really, you know, take a listen to Stevie Wonder's albums. That's the thing about me. Like with a lot of artists is I need it.
Yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
I got a phone call, my fault.
Oh, you good.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, come to 634, please. Thanks. Bobby, I ordered some food and shit. Yeah.
Oh, you good, man? You good?
Yeah.
Everybody, man, gotta eat, man. It's late too. It's like 11:10.
But yes, yeah, you was talking about the Characters album and shit.
Yeah, like I noticed the thing with me is that, and you don't do this, and this is a good thing you don't do this. It's bad that I do it. Is that I'll listen to like the certain time period of an artist's music, and then I would like just hate on the later shit. And I do it with Prince, and I do it with Stevie, and I do it with Bowie. And it's like I need to start listening to the ones that the albums that doesn't get the critically acclaimed status. You know, I need to start listening because you never know, those may become some of your favorite albums of theirs.
Exactly.
Like Bowie's Outside record.
Oh,
it came out in '95.
That's fire. That's fire.
That is. But I always shitted on that record because it came out way after Bowie's prime era.
Yeah.
But it was fire though.
Yeah. Another album, Black Tie White Noise, '93.
That's underrated. Very underrated.
Very underrated. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't talk about that one, and people just act like that one don't exist. You know.
Yes.
But Bowie was. Oh, you on the phone?
I'm at 600 building. Yeah, but I said 600 building, but it's okay. Yeah. All right. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Nigga went to the wrong building, huh?
That's Uber. That's Uber Eats for y'all.
Oh shit! I don't get that from them, man. I tried to get something. No, was it Uber Eats or was it Grubhub? Motherfuckers tried to charge me $6.95 for I think it was $9 for delivery. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yo, man, like
that's almost as much as the food costs.
Yeah, I rarely use it, but I just don't feel like cooking right now because I've been working all weekend and shit. So
yeah, understandable, man. I don't be feeling like that shit either. But I'm damn sure ain't paying no $10 for the delivery. Get the fuck out of here. Then you want tip?
That's why I stopped doing Postmates and shit, because they be on that fucking bullshit all the time.
I haven't really got into the whole ordering food from apps yet. It ain't click with me yet. Like it's like same thing with Uber and Lyft. It took me a minute for me to start getting used to that shit. You know, same thing with the food. I'd rather just order Chinese or go get some pizza from call it Pizza Hut and shit like that, or get my ass up and get some food. I'm not really used to doing all that phone. I ain't got used to it yet.
Yeah. What I might start doing to save money, if I want to get some pizza, I might just call in and just get the fucking pizza, because that delivery charge be an ass sometimes.
Yeah. Then you want tip too? Get the hell out of here. Like, and then you taking like 30 minutes for my food to get done, like 30 to 40, 50 minutes, and you want a tip? You expecting a tip? Nigga, tip is earned. Shit, tip of his dick. Fuck out of here.
Yo, man. Speaking of, I got a funny story to tell you what happened at work, man. Some nigga almost wanted to fight me over a hot dog this weekend.
Word?
Yeah, like, because I'm a waiter at this restaurant called Steak and Shake on part-time sometimes.
Oh, I know Steak and Shake. I know. I never had their food. I want their food, Matt, so bad.
For real, man. Like,
they don't have them in Philly, though.
They don't have them where?
They don't have them in Philly.
Oh, shit. I could have sworn they had one in Philly, but
I'd never seen one. But then again, you talking to a nigga who barely knows half of Philly looks like. So, I don't know. I had to do a search. But somebody try to fight you over a fucking hot dog. They sell hot dogs?
Yeah,
Steak and Shake?
Yeah, they sell fucking hot dogs and Steak and Shake. Cause like,
wow,
the nigga got mad cause I gave one of his friend a to-go cup. He's like, oh, I want a to-go cup too. So I gave him a to-go cup. Well, you're not gonna pour lemonade in my to-go cup? So I did a little fucking smirk and shit. Motherfucker gonna get mad at me and shit like that. So I said, I'm just trying to do my fucking job. He tried to get at me, wanting to fight me and shit like, what you say, little nigga? He's like, what you say, little nigga? I was like, what the fuck? I said what I said and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, then he went back to his seat. I thought he was gonna fight. I was like waiting for motherfucker to hit me and shit, but oh well.
This nigga got a criminal record.
I don't even fucking know, man. When he fucking called me a little nigga, I was just over it. You was like, little nigga? Like, bitch.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, that sounds like some jail shit, man. I think that dude been in jail fighting over some damn hot dogs, man. That sounds like some jail shit to me.
But tell me why they still left you a $4 tip too. That's the funny part.
Word?
Yeah.
Damn.
They were doing all that complaining. They still left me a tip. So
that's crazy, man. That's definitely crazy, yo. You know how customers are, man. They big dickheads.
Oh yeah, for real.
You know, especially at fast food, they dickheads like that.
They don't want to fucking leave a tip. That's the thing.
Yo, that's crazy because y'all can receive tips, but I've never heard of a fast food joint giving tips, let you get tips. That's first. Well, I think Chick-fil-A, you may be able to get tips working there. But damn, that's dope, man. So your salary don't get cut from doing that shit, right? From getting tips, right? You get a full salary, right?
We get like a little cut salary and shit like that, because most of our comes from tips. But I get paid I get paid a little extra on overtime and shit. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Well, I work in my house, so this is where I work at. When you see me sitting at is where I work.
I feel you.
So I take calls and shit. That's what I do for a living.
True. Yeah, this is just like I got like 3 jobs on me too, so it's like I just keep myself busy.
Right.
Because in North Carolina, man, it's like you have to work 2 jobs just to survive and shit, like 4 jobs and do a side hustle.
Yeah. You know what? That seemed like what it's like in Philly, because Philly is so fucking expensive. I mean, this town is just crazy expensive. I mean, you basically got to be making like $35,000 a year to fucking make it here.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. I mean, literally, you can't even get a 2-liter soda. 2-liter soda costs like $4 almost.
Wow.
Fucking pack of cigarettes is like $13.
For a pack of cigarettes, damn.
For a pack of cigarettes, yo, I'm telling you, a pack of Newports right here, I had to buy a whole carton and shit because I actually live on the outskirts of Philly almost. I'm like not that far from the outskirts, and I had to go to the smoke shop to get a whole carton, and that shit cost me like $87. But if I would have bought it in Philly, that shit would have cost me about $120.
Right.
So, ain't this a greatest hits record right here?
You said what?
Ain't that a greatest hits record right there? The Stevie Wonder, the one you just had up there.
Yeah, Music
'Cause I
Millennium. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I seen that shit in Target actually. You know, Target selling records now.
Yo, I've been seeing that at Walmart and Target. They're trying to get into vinyl craze and shit.
You see that? Yeah, FYE is too.
But FYE pissed me off because all these years I've been trying to find George Michael's second album, Listen Without Prejudice. Guess how much they got the fucking album? $80.
$80.
$80, my nigga. And the nigga just fucking died and shit.
$80. Oh no, they need to be ashamed. Now I expect that shit from eBay or some little mom and pop store, record store.
Right.
But I don't expect that from your big ass fucking retail store.
And this is a fucking store that's trimming down in the fucking hip hop section too. Y'all expect me to pay $80 for some George Michael album when I can get this in $2 and shit on Amazon, man? Come on, man.
Word. Funny thing, cause I just seen the Games documentary. I think it was documentary 2.
Yeah.
And they had it for like $15. I'm like, oh, that's not bad. $15. But it was used though, and I ain't know they sold used records there. I don't know if you knew that.
And where, Target?
It was this is FYE.
Damn, they started selling used records now? Damn.
They has used records, and one of the used records was the Games documentary. And they had Dr. Dre's Compton record that was used.
Yeah.
It was kind of it wasn't in like perfect shape either. It was kind of like you could see some wear on it too. So I was surprised. I'm like, holy shit! In a big retail store like this, used records. And I was like, damn. But this is the same fucking place that charge you $30 for All Eyes on Me, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised with the pricing of All Eyes on Me, to be real, because I've seen that album go for like $38, and that's just for the CDs, the remastered CDs.
Yeah. Funny thing, because I seen that shit. I don't know if that's been about almost 2 years ago, but it was like 2 years ago on Amazon. They had that shit on vinyl on Amazon Prime for just $12.
Yeah, that's
All Eyes on Me on $12 vinyl.
Like, it'd be going
brand new.
And shit.
Funny thing, because I don't know, get your records from Amazon Prime, and why I say this is because Amazon Prime is very, very reasonable with these records. They actually are sometimes better than going to the damn store and getting the record. Because there's been a few records I got for cheap. I got the Chronic. I had the Chronic. I got it for like $12. They had Good Kid, Mad City for $12. I didn't buy it though.
Yeah.
What else did they have? I bought The Strokes. You ever listen to The Strokes?
Yeah, I'm familiar with their music. Yeah.
Yeah, there was an album called the most famous album, This Is It. I bought that for like only $10. And I bought the Smiths' first record, the one with the guy with shirtless guy.
Oh, I need to get that one. Shit.
That's a really good one. Got it for like $13. I was like, damn, like if I would have went into the store and got this shit, they would have charged me like $25 for that. I was like, damn, like it's pretty good, man. Amazon Prime's pretty good for vinyl.
Oh yeah, I use Amazon Prime for vinyls too, but the only thing I don't like about Amazon Prime sometimes is that sometimes you'll have the plastic wrap that you open it and it be the wrong CD sometimes and shit. So
yeah,
Amazon
I had
be known
that
for
happen
that
before
bullshit
too. I recently had that happen to me. I bought a Marvin Gaye's. There was a record. What's that shit called? That one he just came out that was recorded in '72. I think it was called "You're the Man."
Yeah, You're the Man. Yeah.
I bought that on vinyl, and guess what the fuck I got? Barbra Streisand.
Barbra Streisand.
I was like,
Barbra Streisand on the Marvin Gaye album.
Barbra Streisand. I'm dead serious. How the fuck you get Barbra Streisand? I was insulted. I was like, this is an insult.
Yo, that is an insult.
These niggas playing me, son.
Barbra Streisand, what the fuck is she doing on the Marvin Gaye album?
I don't know. What the fuck is she doing in Amazon Prime brand new? Usually you see her and thrift shops and shit.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is an insult.
Yo, let me ask you a question, and don't hate me for this, but
yeah.
If it was back in the prime, would you fuck Barbra Streisand?
I gotta take a more look at her again, cause I mean, Barbra Streisand is pretty though. I mean, she got. I could fuck with her. Yeah, absolutely.
She just
Back
got
in
that
like
fucking
72,
nose.
73.
Yeah.
Yeah, that nose is, she Jewish, right?
Yeah, she Jewish. Yeah.
Yeah, them Jewish people be having big ass noses like that. No offense.
Oh shit.
But yeah, man. Yeah. Back in 73, if this was 73, 74. Oh yeah, I fuck Barbara Streisand. Not 2019 though.
Oh shit.
But yeah. Matter of fact, I seen a movie with her back in the 90s. She was looking pretty damn good in that movie. I probably fuck her around that time period too. But yeah, nothing more past that. Nothing more further than that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Loki. When it comes to
But
white,
you know, I like. What'd you say? My bad.
I said if it comes to like white cougars, man, I'll take Martha Stewart over Barbara Streisand.
Oh yeah, definitely. Martha Stewart has definitely got some black in her.
Oh yeah.
Recently, she been getting black in her.
Yo, man. Yo, niggas be like, yo, Martha looking kind of thick. Nigga sit next to Snoop Dogg and shit.
Hell yeah, yo, I'm pretty sure she getting that. She getting that shit, man. She getting that. She probably ain't never had it in her life.
Oh
She
shit.
said, I'm gonna have it now. I'm gonna have it now. I don't give a fuck. 74. I'm 75 years old. Shit. Why not? On my bucket list.
Yo, cause
You know
niggas on Facebook be all thirsty for like Martha Stewart, Barbara Streisand, all these fucking memes and shit. Like y'all forget Martha used to be a thick ass chick. Like, nigga.
Right.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
I love me some Stevie Nicks, man.
Ooh,
Like
oh, yeah.
Stevie Nicks, yo, I don't give a fuck. Like I seen her in the American Horror Story.
Yeah.
They had her on a few episodes on that was it Cole? Forgot what season that was.
Mm-hmm.
And she looked good. You know what I'm saying? Hold on one moment.
All right, take your time.
Hold on one moment.
But yeah, Stevie Nicks though is Jesus Christ.
It's too long. I would like to lay down.
Hold on, I'm almost finished. Jeez.
Hey, question.
My bad, dude. Huh?
Is that an NBA poster right there?
Oh no, that's Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, okay. I thought so.
Yeah, that's Dragon Ball Z. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I just put that up there last night, though.
Well, that's dope.
Put that up there last night. Yeah. But what was I saying? Yeah. Oh, Stevie Nicks. Yeah, she was on America's Horror Story, man. She was looking fine as fuck, man. I was like, damn, this woman, like, how old is this lady? Like 70-something years old?
72.
I'm like, 72?
Yeah.
Damn, 72 years old. I'm like, this. Oh,
That's a
I'm about to just like I don't care. I'm gonna dive on her ass, man.
Shit, get that Social Security, my nigga. Yo,
Right,
but speaking of old mills, yo, low key, I would mess around with Tina Turner at this age and shit. I don't give a fuck. Ain't she like in the
Yo.
80s or some shit?
I don't know, man. I can't do Tina, man. I can't do Tina, man. Like for some reason, I don't know, man. Even
Oh,
like
shit.
if this was like 69 again, man. I don't know, Tina, man. She my type. I'm not saying that she's not. She's a pretty woman. She's not my type of woman I usually would go for. You know. I mean, she definitely is a strong black woman for going through the shit that she went through. You know, but I mean, as far as like sexually, like anything, like I don't know about Tina, man. But I fuck with Tina though. Her music is dope though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta listen to Private Dancer again. Got to give that shit a try again.
Okay.
Because it's been some years I've heard it. You know, ain't that like the record she came out with, like that really brought her back to fame again?
Yeah. Me and my homeboy Tribe, man. Shout out to him in the chat, by the way. We always love that record and shit. So yeah, man, like that classic '80s slick production and shit. 1984, her cover of "Let's Stay Together." Of course, "What's Love Got to Do with It?" Like that album's classic.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta re-listen to that shit again, man. Yeah, I gotta re-listen to Tina's music in general because it's been a minute since I heard her music, you know. But I gotta admit though, that song, what's the song called? The one that most famous one with Ike Turner. I like Creedence Clearwater Revival better.
Proud Mary. Shit. Yo, try. You should already know about me and the Cougars and shit by now. I'm just saying. Damn. Damn, it's already 11:30 by now. What the fuck? I'm acting like I ain't got work in the morning. Shit. I can't hear you.
Hey yo, anyway we can do this video and like do it again, cause no, not do it again, but like continue, cause I have to try to move my shit out the room, cause my mom trying to come in here, yo.
Yeah, we can end it off. We can continue. We can Skype each other later on tonight if you still up and shit.
Yeah, sure, yeah, definitely, cause I want to definitely continue this conversation.
Yeah.
Definitely will continue it.
Yeah, man, cause I'm about to actually turn it off anyway because I actually got to work on some music tonight and shit like that. So it was dope. Yo, I love this shit.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope, man. And we could do it tomorrow if you want to, because I'm off tomorrow too. So, I would really enjoy myself.
Yeah, I'll work tomorrow though, but I'll definitely let you know because I want to plan some more reviews with you and shit.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, we'll definitely do that, man. I gotta figure out some albums to review, and plus I gotta re-listen to some of these records again because it's been a minute, and I like to have it fresh in my head. I don't like to review records that I haven't listened to in a minute. I like to just have it refreshed in my head. So I'll definitely look up some albums that I want to talk about more.
Okay.
And then maybe we can talk about the King Crimson Red if you check that one out.
Oh, most definitely. I'm gonna check that tonight.
Yeah, check that out. Check that out. That's a good one. That's a good one. But yeah, definitely. Sorry to cut this short, man. I apologize about that, yo.
Oh yeah, no problem, bro. No, I kind of heard her yelling in the background, no offense and shit like that. So I was like,
yeah. Cause she stays in the room with me for now at this moment. So she trying to go to bed and shit like that. So
yeah. But like in the meantime, if your mom has any time to do that, we can always do the videos much earlier and stuff like that too. So just let me know. I got you.
Definitely. Got you, man. Yeah, we can do around 11, 12. That's usually when I'm up. So
Okay.
All right, bro.
All right. Peace.
All right, man. Peace out, man. Take it easy, man.
All right. Good night to YouTube. Click that subscribe button. Good night.
Take care.
Take care.